Hey, we're back with Chaos Child. Last time, Wakui was evil the whole time. Nobody could have seen it coming. It was such a plot twist. I don't know where we are now. October 17th, Saturday. Tunnel. It was after. Oh, it's right outside Kurosano's house. It was after 7 p.m. in the evening. There wasn't a single train car coming down the Yamanori line. It was just the trains. The entire city of Shibuya was now a ghost town. There's no light and nothing moved. The town itself was eerily clean. There's a big difference between now and 6 years ago. Wakui wanted to— oh! The pedestrians tunnel under the train tracks, listening to the voices of the monsters howling in the distance. The night wind blew past him, colder than before. The moonlight didn't reach inside the tunnel, so it was extremely dark. Wakui could sense a lone girl in the darkness.
お待たせ。時間通りかな。
There we go. Yeah, I'll go. The girl he'd summoned moved away from the wall she'd been leaning on, and stood with her back to the moonlight. Her eyes shone with a strange light that made Wakui shudder. So Serika is a known entity to the committee? Because like before, like we knew she was working with Takuma, right? But Wakui supposedly works, no, not directly, but like, you know, he's got a direct line to the committee somehow, right? He probably works for someone who works for someone who works for someone who works for someone for the committee.
これ、返しておくよ。ほら。
Wakui tossed the baseball he was holding at the girl. She didn't even try to catch it. But it struck her in the chest and fell to the— she sucks at baseball and fell to the floor, where it bounced several times. Wait, actually, no, that's a— if it hits the batter, isn't that a free run?
あ、いらない？それとも学校の備品だったかな。
宮代拓と和樹花を攻撃した理由を教えろ。
That's what the girl, Onoe Serika, demanded to know. It wasn't her usual feminine voice either. You could hear the arrogance in it. Wakui deserved her respect given his position, but she showed no sign of it. He didn't like that at all, but he also didn't feel like bringing it up. The committee, as well as Wakui, its messenger, had decided to respect Serika's position, at least as long as their interests were aligned.
僕の返答次第では、君は委員会の敵に回るのかな。君はさっき僕のことを妨害したね。あの行為は委員会が君を排除する理由として十分すぎるほどのものなんだけど。
I'd like to see them shy. Serika could beat anyone in a fight.
宮代拓を勝手に殺させはしない。殺そうとするなら理由を聞かせてもらう。その理由次第でこちらは黙認するかお前たちと手を切るか決める。
Yeah, you can kill Takeru under certain circumstances.
黙認ね。まあ確かに君とはそういう協定を結んでいたけれど。
As long as it's fun.
それにしても君はいつだって彼のことしか考えてないね。実に潔いよ。
The Committee of 300 was cooperating with Onoe Serika. Or to be more precise, they were allowing her to get away with what she was doing.
理由を教えろ。
That's kind of like a huge reveal, isn't it? Like this whole time Sakuma was like, I'm gonna get the committee to notice me. And then there's this. Oh. Am I wrong, or was it just me thinking that, or was there actually more to it that was implied in the true ending and I forgot around to that? I actually don't remember at this point. It's been a couple months since I did the true ending. Well, no, sorry, the common route ending. The truer than the hero routes, but less true than the true route ending. Her face was expressionless, and it was hard to believe that a teenage girl could be so calm in this situation. Wakui slumped his shoulders in a slightly exaggerated fashion.
我々が問題にしているのは宮代拓ではなく和樹花の方でね。
Oh, you can kill her. That's fine. Yeah.
やりすぎたんだよ、彼女は。これじゃ6年前の二の舞じゃないか。我々はこの町で粛々と実験を行っていたというのに、ここまで大きな騒ぎを起こされたよね。
There's all this chaos. Child.
力をコントロールできないがゆえに彼女の責任だとは一概に言えないが、彼女の妄想がリアルブートしたことが原因なのは確かだ。彼女一人のせいで渋谷の秩序、ひいては世界の秩序までが乱れてしまった。
I like how he's not like some crazy like psychopath. He's just like, oh yeah, matter of fact.
しかも彼女の背後にはあの西条匠がいるとの未確認情報まであってはね。
Uh-oh. The committee has spies in ESO too.
このまま事態が収束しなければギガロマニアックスの存在が世間一般に知られてしまうどころか、人類が和樹花一人の妄想に飲まれる可能性すら出てくる。
Maybe that's why the devs made ESO2. They knew the committee had spies in the first game, but they also knew that since they played the first game, they would never play the second one. So that's how they were saving Takumi.
委員会はビビりすぎという顔をしているね。だがこれは性分だよ。それぐらい慎重にならなければ委員会は今の地位にはいられなかった。
I mean, I would say that's a very fair reaction when you have like dragons and stuff walking around Shibuya. Like, you know, oh yeah, take out the girl who made the dragons. Like, I mean, that's of all the things the committee has done, that is like the most underreaction ever.
とにかく我々は和樹花を世界の敵に認定した。とはいえ彼女は実験対象としては稀有な個体であり、殺すには惜しい。
I know how this ending's gonna go.
というわけでね、委員会の方針は和樹花の心を壊して生け捕りにするってことになったわけ。宮代拓はついでだよ。和樹花と一緒にいたからという理由以上のものはないかな。君との協定もあるしね。殺すつもりはないよ。まあ少し急を据えてやろうと思ったぐらいだ。
You're just having a giggle?
和樹花を回収したら宮代拓の方は君に返す予定だよ。もっとも君が望むなら殺すこともできるけど、どうする？
Whatever's more fun, you know, kill him, you know, leave him alone. Took a thought for a moment, lightly kicked her foot against the wall of the tunnel. The sound echoed down the tunnel.
理由は聞かせてもらった。だから黙認する。
I love you too, Sarika. That was her answer.
殺すも生かすも僕に任せるということかな。
そうだ。
いいのかい？
問題ない。
君は徹底的に狂っているな。宮代拓が楽しむためなら宮代拓本人であろうとも犠牲にするとはね。
I love this girl.
あるいは生まれながらにして価値観が違うのかな。ちなみに僕は残念ながらエンターテイナーではないから君ほどうまくはやれないかもしれない。そこは考慮しといてよ。
Sarika ignored his joke. Clear that she felt discussions were finished.
一つ聞いていいかい？
No.
君は宮代拓が死んだらその後はどうするつもりかな？
私にはその後なんてない。
She? Yeah, she doesn't disappear if Takuru dies. We've seen that in the bad ending. Sarika laughed and turned around to leave.
あ、そう。けなげだね。あ、尾上くん。そこらを化け物が徘徊しているから気をつけて帰るようにね。
Actually, Takuru was still bleeding out then, right? So, wait, no, we've seen it post Arimura ending. She's still around, okay. So make sure his corpse has a blast when he dies. Sarika didn't even bother looking back.
さて、そういうことならもっと大っぴらに動いてみよっかな。西条匠もついでにあぶり出せればそれに越したことはないけど、とりあえずは和樹花と宮代拓だな。
I do wonder if Takumi's gonna show up. Like, the big piece of evidence implying that he won't is like, I haven't spoiled myself by seeing his sprite anywhere, because they would have to update his sprite to fit the art style of Chaos Child, and I have not seen that anywhere. Like, I've had to Google stuff about Chaos Head and Chaos Child even sometimes, right? Like, I've just never seen a Chaos Child art Takumi, so I don't think he's actually going to show up in person. Makui took his phone out and dialed a phone number on his contact list. The phone rang for a while before it connected.
はい、もしもし。
Moshi moshi.
どうも、生徒会顧問の涌井だけどちょっと生徒会長に話があるんだよね。
Oh no!
いいかな？
Dawn came. It's been over 12 hours running, with no real destination in mind. After Rakui's attack, Kazuki and I are hidden in a Shinsen Love Hotel. All this chaos had turned Shibuya into a ghost town. There's several love hotels in Shinsen that have closed down. Couldn't you just go to a normal hotel then? We snuck inside one of them and held each other tight, hiding and trying to make as little noise as possible. I knew that it wasn't going to do us much good, so obviously that Wakui knew everything we needed. Like, what's with the trope of it's always a love hotel? Like, how many of those do they have in Japan? Even if it was only a difference of a few percentage points in the likelihood of us being found, I wanted us to stay somewhere else rather than stupidly going back to the dorm. Of course, spending all my time in one place meant that I had nothing to do but think and worry. He might find us if we stay here. Might have found us already. He could attack us at any minute. Those fears became delusions. Those delusions started to drive me crazy. So every hour or two, we would hide somewhere else. Is this a new background? I don't think we've seen mannequins in Via Sala before. Or maybe we have? We couldn't get close to Shibuya Station. We went to bookstores, department stores, and McDonald's around the area. They were all closed, so we used Kazuki's D-sword to break their shutters and go inside. Then just hid there for a few hours. No matter how many times we went to a different place, my worry didn't disappear. Power Wakui's turning into Takumi. Power Wakui at Jonas had just been that overwhelming. It wasn't physical power. Psychological torture that drained all your will to resist. Just remembering it made my whole body shrivel up with terror. Of course, I didn't get a wink of sleep. Kazuki was no different. She spent the whole time clinging to me and shaking. She was so weak she couldn't even walk on her own. She was physically exhausted, of course. The psychological exhaustion was worse. She hadn't even tried to say a word since then. She had to pry her off of me. She stubbornly kept clinging. I had no choice but to walk with my arm around. Kazuki, we're here! When heading for a manga cafe, yeah, they got bored. They need to read manga. Fortunately, there are plenty of places to hide in Shibuya right. The shutter was down at the entrance of the building with a manga cafe. Kazuki, break it for us. Come on, please! Instead of taking your D-sword out, Kazuki just kept clinging to me. I had no choice but to try to physically force the shutter to rise. It didn't work. Maybe the AK-47 can help. There's no sign of my power, telekinesis, manifesting itself. Couldn't find my D-sword. Didn't want to die. I was so tired. No idea that running in fear for just half a day could be so exhausting. With nothing else to do, I slumped down against the shutter. Still, Kazuki wouldn't get off of me. Probably weren't going to be able to keep running for much longer. Wakui had been quite clear.
一つ教えておくけど、逃げられるなんて思わない方がいい。
Thinking about the future made me despair. Wait! Go back to the clothing store and like pretend to be one of the mannequins. You'll never figure it out. It's up to someone else whether we lived or died, and that someone else was coming for us soon. I doubted we could escape when he arrived. Even if we could, it's only so long we could keep running for it before he inevitably caught us. We had no future. Even considered committing suicide. Jesus, the idea of facing Wakui's psychological attack again scared me more than anything else. If only someone would come to save us. Something entered a sound nearby. I cowered in place before I even knew what I was doing. Curled up into a ball to protect my head. Knew there's no point. My instincts made me do so anyway. A short while later, I realized it was just the sound of a smartphone. I gave a deep sigh. It was Kazuki's phone that I was ringing, not mine. The sound kept playing, which meant it was a phone call, not an email. I hate that. Can you make it stop? Kazuki was looking at me with terror in her eyes. What kind of ringtone is that? Like, does Kazuki just not get phone calls, so she's never heard it? Phone call? Who's it from? Green said Nono-senpai. Kyusu. Kazuki was unsure if she should answer it. If she did, maybe Wakui would go after Kyusu too. Oh yeah, probably wanted to avoid that. Right now, we needed any kind of help we could get. Maybe Kyusu, Serika, Ito, or even Nightheart. We wanted someone to do something to save us from this nightmare. Moshi Moshi grabbed the phone out of Kazuki's hands and answered it. Moshi Moshi!
Yeah, ohayo. Wakui desu.
Wakui, save us! Just hearing his voice filled my mind with despair. Zetsubo. I was too scared to speak.
おかしいな。和樹くんの電話にかけたはずなんだけど。
No.
まあ別に問題ないか。どうせ横に和樹くんもいるんでしょ。
This can't be happening! Kirisu's name is on the screen. Why am I hearing Wakui's voice? Maybe Ito used that one app that changes it. That's what happened. I thought for a second, then the worst case scenario occurred to me. What did you do to Kirisu?
おや、もう状況を理解してくれたのかい。 頭の回転が速くて助かるよ。
Who wouldn't understand the situation from that? Come on. Did you kill her?
いや、ただこの先はわからないけれどね。
What do you mean?
今日の昼12時に光陽の11階シアターキューブの前で待ち合わせと行こう。
That's where Noah was, right?
2人で来てもらえるかい？
If we don't, will you kill Kurusu? There's no way he has Kurusu, right? Because A, we know... Wait. No, the Gigalomaniac reveal was in the common round, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I think it was. I don't remember if that was in the common round or Nono's route. Like, I know she fought Terika on the rooftop in the common round, but did she just die or did she pull out a sword?
そういうことになるね。いや、こっちもいろいろと事後処理が大変なんだ。何の事後処理かって？それはもちろん和樹くんがやらかしたことのだよ。というわけで、そっちから顔を出してくれると助かるんだよ。できれば派手にやりたいという上からの意向もあってね。
Although I do guess Wakui's like ability is better than Nono's. Like he has like sensory deprivation and, well, I guess hearing deprivation, and Nono has I can look like Nono.
いや、もちろんこの騒動をさらに拡大させるつもりはないんだ。
Child.
むしろ今の渋谷の状況については情報規制を敷くつもりだし。ただ6年くらい前から我々の足元を鬱陶しいネズミが何匹か這い回っていてね。君たちやクルス君はそのネズミをおびき出すための餌というところだ。
Is he talking about like the Chaos Head characters?
宮代君についてはそれ以上の役割はないから、時間さえ守ってくれれば何も緊張する必要はないよ。ではよろしく。今日の正午だからね。
Okay, bye.
くれぐれも遅刻しない
Love
よう
you.
に。生徒に待たされると先生悲しくなるからさ。
After his monologue, Wakui hung up. Gosh darn it! Kurusu had been kidnapped! Looked at the time on the phone. It was past 9. Wakui kidnapped Kurusu. I bet you feel stupid now. Like you could have spent all this time like getting some rest so you'd be like ready for the big fight, but no, you're just gonna. Told her if we didn't go see Wakui at noon, she was gonna die. Got some 3 hours, huh? If we went, we were definitely going to die. There just wasn't enough time left. We didn't even have time to think about another option. Felt like I was about to cry, but I stopped myself.
どうしてノノ先輩が
How the hell should I know? Slammed my fist against the shutter in frustration. Because she's your sister and he knows you care about her? I knew the answer, of course. Knew it so well it hurt. It's all my fault. Got Kazuki and Kurusu involved in this just to save my own life. What should I do? What am I supposed to do? Nothing I can do. No way of fighting back against Wakui. Both Kazuki and I are powerless. But if we don't go to the meeting spot, Kurusu will be killed. Doesn't matter whether or not Wakui intends to keep his promise. Our only choice is to do what he said. But telling us to get killed. Just imagining it made my knees shake too much for me to stand. My life is going to end soon. Been a short life. Never thought it'd end like this. Where things got wrong.
助けたい
You should have met back up with Arimura in the alley. You could have been killed by you know, her mom instead of, you know, Wakui.
ノノ先輩助けたい
Triangle mouth? Just this once, she didn't say maybe. Oh, she's gonna make it happen, but it's impossible. Seeing for herself how scary Wakui is. Say like, oh yeah, we're gonna beat him and live. There's nothing we can do. Better hurt him and make him mad, pardon my French. He might even do something even worse to us. It'd be far better to just let him kill us.
ナイトハルトなら
Huh?
ナイトハルトならなんとかしてくれる
Takumi, save us! Maybe he can. He always seemed really shady. Can't imagine him agreeing to help us just like that. Even so, we decided to talk to him anyway. There wasn't time to think about it, so we headed straight back to Kazuki's dorm. She loaded up ESO2 on her PC immediately. Nightheart was logged in, like usual. Yeah, she quickly sent a message to open a chat log. Yo, you're safe! Oh, sure, you were dead. Ah, thanks, dude. Chase, I'm still alive. Only for a few more hours, though. Give me the TLDR. Has the XP gone up at all, by the way? Wakui took a girl from our club. We go to him at noon. Otherwise, she dies. Oh, you're, bricked, pardon my French. What's this guy's problem? Our lives are at risk here. How can he be so relaxed? He knows this is just a heroin round, nothing matters. Making me want to punch the computer screen. What's your plan? Help us! But I refuse! Daga Kotowayu! What? Don't make a JoJo's reference right now, dude! We're about to die! What? You monster! Sorry, but I'm not as useful as you guys think I am. A lot less useful than your average normie. Okay, someone you know is one friend from school. Used to be pretty powerful. At the end of the last fight, I wasn't even human anymore. You have like a baby that can help us? Gave up my power to come back from that. Wait, now I can't use it anymore. What? How much of that did you just make up? Oh yeah, all of it. You wanna accuse me of being a chuny? Go for it. Anyway, Wakui's goal is to get his hands on me. I'm completely powerless, so no way in hell am I going. Oh my god, I've got problems of my own. Takumi! You just drop everything and come to Shibuya. Who are you really? The main character. Not important. What's important is Wakui. Told you yesterday he's an assassin for the Committee of 300, right? Nothing like the Chaos Child Syndrome patients who appeared after the Shibuya earthquake. More like me. Okay, he's a real one. 100% pure gigalomaniac. Not as strong as I used to be, but he's still a powerful gigalomaniac. To be honest, you Chaos Child Syndrome patients don't stand a chance. What's Chaos Child Syndrome? Means you're a psychic. Too lazy to explain more. Oh, come on! Telling us to die? Committee of 300 is designated as an enemy of the whole world, you see? But there's no way you can escape. Oh, Kui said too. I don't know if he's gonna kill you, but if he gets his hands on you, you're not gonna like what happens. 3 options. Abandon your friend and run away, buy yourself another day or 2 before you get caught. Surrender to Wakui and beg him to spare your friend. But in Wakui's case, there's a good chance he's not gonna do that. Yeah. Your last choice. Odds are incredibly low. You can fight Wakui and try to turn the tables. What to fight him? Can we win? Odds are pretty much 0. Same odds as drinking a soda and not burping. Pull it off, you'll have a shot to turn things around. Is that really possible? Drinking a Mountain Dew without burping? Maybe it's just me. I like very rarely burp. Hard to tell if Nightheart is being serious or joking. So I have the power to defeat Wakui. I can drink a soda without burping. But the Kazuki and like, I've seen some people who can like burp on command. I can't do that. That is weird to me. Both Kazuki and I were willing to bet on the smallest possible chance. Tell me, what can we do? The sumo stickers. Oh! Wait. Yeah, those work against real ones. There are a lot of them in Shibuya. Don't you know about them? We looked at one another. In the midst of despair, we found a small ray of hope. What is it? Kibo? Felt like there's this faint light shining down on us from above. Do we know about the sumo stickers? No, never heard of them. That's a stupid question. We know all about them. Till a short while ago, we were obsessed with them. I know them. I know all about them. Good, that makes things faster. two types of sumo stickers in Shibuya. Just the ones the Committee of 300 put up. Good so far? What's so different about that design? Wait, we know this! Stickers put up by the Committee have the power to weaken Gigalomaniacs and Chaos Shroud Syndrome patients. You think I got sick looking at them? That's the effect you're looking for. There's nothing to people without powers, though. And? Wakui has power. Come on, get with the program. Use the stickers for your own benefit. You weaken Wakui. Slowly, tantalizingly, strip off your shirt. Oh yeah, you beat Wakui. Is that part important? Put your shirt on and leave. The end. No reason for me to take off my shirt. No, that's important. That's important. There's gonna be a CG. That's not the issue here. Who would have thought the sumo stickers held such a secret? He knows this! Those are the real reason I felt sick when I saw them. Doesn't he? Like, I know in chapter 5, he goes down in the basement with Kunosato. This is after chapter 6. Was that not like... They revealed that then, didn't they? Maybe the Committee of 300 won't expect us to use their own sumo stickers against them, but... The question is how we do it. Single sticker only has so much power. Most we can do is make him a little queasy. I'm going to use it to weaken a monster like Wakui. Like, set up a trap. Put a bunch of them. What exactly do we do? The only way is to use Kazuki's power, right? It's not going to be that easy. Yeah, I know. Just like replace the sun with a sumo sticker. Okay, so the odds are as good as belching after you drink a cola. I thought it was not belch. But you want to beat Waku, you gotta work on what you've got. You gotta be willing to take out the whole world, turn the world into a sumo sticker. It's your last hope. It's probably not gonna work. Whether you're willing to try it anyway, just because you want to survive, it's up to you, not me. So we were wasting our time. Yeah, I had expected as much. No way to use Kazuki's power to pull that off. One of the reasons this would ever even happen in the first place was because you couldn't control their power. Don't play the sad piano music. I collapsed to the ground. Giving up made me feel a little better. I didn't want to die, of course. At least be calmer than when I was dealing with the fear. We're doomed. We're dead no matter what happens. Is there really any chance he'll let Kurusu go? Of course not. We killed either way. Hey, at least he's aware. Nothing we could do about it. Thinking back, everything that happened to Shibuya is because of my own selfishness. Should have just gotten killed at the start of all this. That's right. I couldn't even be alive. You never should have saved me back there at school. Kazuki punched the wall hard. Sound echoed loudly in the quiet room. You hear her gritting her teeth. That's right. Kazuki was always the type of girl who was open with her emotions. She used to punch the wall all the time when she was playing ESO too. Tears streamed down her face as she told me how she felt. Never thought she cared about Kurusu this much. But for the computer or for like the friends? I think the computer. How would we even save her? There's nothing we can do. Can you control your power? You can't. This is all happening because you could. Okay, can I hate Dr. Okay, because you couldn't control it. Well, I mean, she already lived in 2 routes. Like, she can die in 1. It's fine. Better have a good reward at the end. Quest? This isn't a game. And like a big exclamation mark appears above her head or something. Never gonna finish that question unless you sacrifice yourself. Once she was done talking, all she did was cry. I was like, you really hate to lose, huh? She nodded as she rubbed her eyes with the back of her hand. She was aware of that. She hated to lose. She's always so serious when she plays her game. Would that really be enough to make her want to go so far as to help another person? Kazuki, why did you try to save me?
新聞部だから。
It's a very simple answer, almost disappointingly. To me, Kazuki was just the quiet, unfriendly girl that Kurusu had brought to the club. She was always playing her games, but she never talked. So honestly, kind of tried to avoid her. The most I'd ever thought of her was that she was sometimes useful in putting together the data Ito gathered on the computer. To me, she'd barely even been a part of the newspaper.
喋らない私なんかに居場所与えてくれた。何も言わないのに置いてくれた。そんな先輩たちのこと結構好き。タクル先輩のことももちろん。だから先輩困ってたら後輩として助けたい。
She was a much kinder girl than I'd ever imagined. Probably couldn't refuse when someone asked her for help. But she felt like someone had been kind to her, she would never forget it. It's only now that I finally understood who Kazuki Hana truly was. You really do want to save her, huh? Okay, now that we understand her, we can end the route. That's all that matters, right? If we wanted to save Kurusu and damage Rakui, we need to plunge the entire world into Chaos Child, then die before we fixed any of it. They really love the word chaos this route. The odds are incredibly low. Even Kazuki didn't know what would happen when she used her power. We're gonna die either way. Maybe we should give it a try.
タクル先輩。
Let's do it together. Takuru's like, that's such a cool line. Kazuki smiled in relief, with tears in her eyes. I didn't feel any better about it. If someone wanted to take my place, I'd gladly switch. But there's even a small chance that at least Kurusu could survive. Maybe it's just a little better than letting him kill us. Okay, I was gonna finish the route today, but it is like 80 degrees in my room right now. I'm dying. I've gotta go. So next time is the finale. See you guys then. Bye.